Hey, this is Liquid Light Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign and Venus placements for Scorpio. So, Scorpio, take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you, and I'm also going to pull the main energy from this tarot of majors here. And I've got the Gilded Lenormand that's going to give me an insight into what's going on with you. It's a very detailed structure, those cards, and I like them a lot. So I'm setting the intention for this reading to open the unseen forces at play for Scorpio, to give them better clarity and higher vantage point into their experience. Also, when you take the time to calibrate your consciousness, you can better maneuver the portals of possibility and have far more successful outcomes, Scorpio. All right, so give me the main energy for Scorpio. Right when I asked that, you came out, of course. So you're standing in your authentic energy with the Death card here, Scorpio. And we're just now finishing up the nodes placements. So we had Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node for the last 18 months. On July 17th, they'll change to Aries North Node and South Node Libra. So at this tail end of South Node Scorpio, you really are in the transformative stage, which is nothing new for Scorpios, but it's more refined and more expansive. This particular South Node placement, because the last 18 months it's been culminating, and this is the very last week. And also on July 21st, that's when the moon goes into Scorpio, and that's for all Scorpios, whether you have a Scorpio moon natally or not. You will feel a deeper connection to the subconscious and to your dreams and to all that which is the unseen. So what's going on for the Scorpios? So the key came out in the letter. So you do hold the key to whatever is obstructing or challenging you. And writing comes into the foreground here. Maybe you should take up writing more. Maybe it will be helpful to others to read your writing. You've got something, you got the dog and the lilies. And the dog is about loyalty and friends. And the lilies is about purity and mother. It's a mother's energy. So the key, the letter, the dog, and the lilies. So that's like the loyalty, that you have. You have an extreme emotional loyalty, and it is very genuine and pure. And whether you're a masculine Scorpio or a feminine Scorpio, we have that mothering tendency about us. When we love people that we love, we nurture. Whether or not it comes out that way or is felt that way by them, it's definitely intended that way from us. Sometimes some of us can be very brash or harsh in our communications, but on the inside, we're like marshmallows. So the compass has also come out. So this is about navigating your trajectory with a genuine loyalty and a knowing of your deep intrinsic qualities, which is you are able to get to the bottom of things very easily. And I think writing for you is very important because you can get it out. It helps to alleviate some of the burden that you feel, or not necessarily burden, but the weight of the experience that you feel. It helps to get it out and to write it down. And also, if you choose to share your writing, that would be beneficial for the readers of it to share in your experience. And you got the clovers here. That's about luck and happiness. Number 2. Anything else for Scorpio? So the Rider. And lilies again. You got the lilies. Excuse me. Lilies again. And the dog again. That's nuts. So you got the lilies and the dog twice in both decks. So it's saying that when the dog is nearby, it means that your friend is true. And lilies are virtuous. They're genuine and pure. That's kind of like an innocent. But they're also very... So lilies and the clovers and the Rider. So you are definitely... The Rider is about bringing news to people. And so with the letter up here, I do think it's about you writing. I think there's something to do with you definitely sharing your experiences, writing somehow. It just feels really strong. And the mountains, that's a great challenge. But you've been through a lot and you've learned a lot, and I think that you are able to better go through challenges of life because of your experiences. So false person and despair has come out in the Kipper. Message of concern. False person. And the Lover. So some of you could have had a relationship that was with a false person and brought about despair for you, and that's an experience that you went through. Or it could be happening now. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. But so the Lovers is a Gemini energy. It's also about a choice. Message of concern is about receiving a message about a false person and despair. So that could be in any area of your life. A woman has come out. Dealings or relationship with a woman. And then Harp, great happiness. Flute, that's another musical instrument. Disappointment in a friend or lover, and it fell right over the false person. And then Ear fell over Harp, which says good news. Seek out information that will help you with Divine. And an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yeah. Disappointment in a friend. Oh. Warning you of a problem, either now or in the future. Excuse me, and that's with the message of concern, right? With the finger, warning you of a problem. And it says Caterpillar, things will not always be this way, a change is coming. But there's a bear, it says danger. Especially in money matters. A dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Muddled, unclear thinking. That correlates with the despair. A stubborn, aggressive person with the ram. A lot of messages has come out. A distant friend is thinking of you, and that could be correlate with the dog you got twice. A loyal, distant friend, right? And then the last one is guaranteed success with the star. Definitely guaranteed success. I like that. And the bottom of the deck is Moon. Changes in your life. So let's see what is the most dominant fear at this time for Scorpio. Wow. Your fears come from the words of others. Don't carry beliefs that don't belong to you. Your fears come from the your fears come from the words of others. Don't carry beliefs that don't belong to you. I like that. So now I'm going to get a Celtic cross for you. My decks are always pre-shuffled. Can I get a Celtic cross for Scorpio? So the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning. So you're standing in this beautiful archway threshold of opportunity. A new endeavor that has a lot of potential. The Hanged Man is showing up as the challenge here. It's a Piscean energy. It's about you being challenged to slow down and reflect, or you're challenged to see things in a different perspective, something like that. What else? So, all right, we've got the World as your foundation. So that's about cyclic endings and beginnings, which is really pertinent for you, Scorpio, because you're always in the death rebirth cycle. At some point, you're at some point in that energy, being a Scorpio. And then the Empress is crowning you, which is that motherly, nurturing energy. The receiver of things, you magnetize things to you. So, and look at the card, and so you're crowned by this energy. So you're definitely receiving. And I feel like you're receiving downloads too at this time, especially at the finishing of July. And I think that's why you're being challenged by the Hangman. And then the Nine of Cups in your recent past, which is a wish fulfillment card. But see, our choices are what dictate the ladder to the stars, as they say, our choices. So that ladder in the clouds reminded me of that. What's the incoming energy for Scorpio? Just be mindful of the decisions that you're making, and the Queen of Wands. Wow, and the Ace of Wands came out together. That's two aces. The Queen is very much like, the Queen of Wands is very much like the Empress. And wow, and look, underlying that is the Ace of Cups. This is a time of big shifts for you, Scorpio, because you have the ability to really step out from the old paradigm that you've been in and forge a way into a new world, whichever you choose. Because with the aces here, and you're being challenged with the Hanged Man, it's about seeing something from a new perspective, and that's what is challenging you, because I think you need to see bigger, far more reaching, not be held back by any kind of old, anything that you've already experienced. That's not even the tip of what you can bring into your reality if you so choose. So the Knight of Cups is your potential outcome. That's like flirting with the idea of creative potential, but you also have got to let go of this old way of being beaten down and like hurt and harmed because of the way that you've experienced love in the past and the way that you've been hurt. It's left you with this, like, even if something good comes along, you don't believe it, right? Or you'll believe it but only half of it, or you just can't believe all the way that it's real, or you sabotage it. And it's asking you here, Spirit is asking you to see things from a new vantage point, especially where you've got the Queen of Wands here, the Empress, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. That's crazy. This is very powerful energy here. And then the Ten of Swords. This is about the end. Finally allowing it to dissipate from your thought patterns and your life structure, allowing it to be released once and for all, completely. And the Moon card here, this is about your ability to delve within the subconscious realms at ease, and to also, like, you're connected to the mysteries of life very more readily than others, and it's just you have that easy connectivity where some other people are more surface oriented. So utilize that connection to bring about the depth to the surface. Bring it up and let it come out. Don't hold it in, and don't allow the structured reality that you've lived thus far be what is limiting you now as you go forward. So, Scorpio, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor by consistently setting aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Give joyfully to the organization and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manifold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and or resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So save for the future. Put some things away, and definitely go through your belongings. Donate as much as you can. Because when you give, you get. The more you give, the more you get. It's very true. So definitely let this old paradigm of the world here, let it go. With the Ten of Swords and the World, you're being asked to redeem a new world here that your crown, that you are running here with the Empress. And it's going to be wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. And then the Queen of Wands, man. This energy is very magnanimous and magical. Like, there's very much a energy of bringing something to be out of nothing. And use the moon and the subconscious realm and the dreamscape to your advantage, because you're able to delve deeper than most. And the Knight of Cups is about entertaining and interweaving newness and creativity, and allowing that invitation to be even given, because you're allowing yourself the openness of the freedom of possibilities. So the high vibe card that you're getting right now is body movement. It's about bringing your frequency higher, and when you feel a low vibration, this is ways that will inspire your energy to shift. Moving your body dissipates stagnant energy and increases your vibration. So walk, run, swim, dance, any type of movement. Just do it. It definitely will heighten your vibration and help you. Did you know that you are an incredibly powerful person filled with limitless potential? The quickest way to tap into that potential is to raise your energetic vibration. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. That's Buddha. Animals are always at a high vibration. They are not concerned with life's details. So hold your cat or dog. Talk to your bird or guinea pig. Learn from them. If you don't have a pet, then borrow a neighbor's. All right. And stop listening to the news. The news tends to focus on fearful stories, and fear is a low vibrational emotion. Turn off the news for the day or a week and see how it changes your energy. You will hear all the important issues just from talking to other people. So true. If you're not subscribed to the channel, Scorpio, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. I give away the options of having a birth chart interpretation or a personal reading each month to my subscribers. And give away tarot decks. It depends on what you choose if you're chosen. And if you did find these messages to resonate for you, please like the video. I appreciate you, and I hope these messages helped. Take care.